Actually, it's lacking. There are two instruments lacking, but you can live with it with amalgam. Okay.
Pwede po
These are your basic instruments for amalgam, but there are two lacking, but you can live with it. Okay, so this is your amalgam carrier. It's double-ended. Each end has a purpose. If you have a smaller cavity, you use the small one. Bigger cavity, you use the big one. Okay? You use this to carry amalgam from your sweet cloth or your amalgam well through the cavity. Okay? And then this is your amalgam plugger. Also two sizes. The smaller, this is number 1, ito number 2 na yan. But yeah, you also have a smaller size pa. Okay, so with this, after you have condensed your amalgam, after you place amalgam, you plug it. You use this to adapt amalgam to the walls and to the floor of the cavity. And then after that, you burnish a little. So this is your egg and ball burnisher. As you can see, one end is shaped just like an egg. And then one end is shaped like a small ball. So with this, you also smoothen initially the surface of your amalgam. And then you have two carvers here. This is your crioid and discoid. One is shaped like a disc and the other one a discoid. A crioid, okay? Okay, salamat. Okay, so you use this to carve the anatomy of the shoe, occlusal anatomy. So this is your acorn anatomy carver. Okay, and this is, with this, you can easily carve the transverse ridges, triangular ridges. Okay. This one will help you in carving the glue. Okay. And we have the cement spatula. Okay, we have, okay, you use this to mix the cement. And then a plastic spatula for glass ionomer cement, for composite, for polycarboxylate cement. For IRM, for your ZOE cement, you concentrate to use for metal. You never use your metal spatula for glass ionomers and other two-color materials because these materials have abrasives, so it will abrade. Your material will turn gray. Okay? Basic, I'm thinking ito ang tamali. Ito lang ang basic. Okay, so you have your mouth mirror, of course, to examine the mouth. There is also what we call the front surface mirror. Ang front surface, you can directly see there is no space. Okay, here when you put this on top, there's a space between the tip and the mirror. Ang front surface, there is no space. This is center. Okay, and then ano pa pang wala dito? Okay, you have your this is your Hollenbach carver. Okay, for proximal surface and also to carve the occlusal surface. And then this is your calcium hydroxide applicator, your dical applicator. There's also one like this that is double-ended. There's also one that is small lang. So actually you have to have at least 3 sizes because it will all depend on the size of the cavity that you're going to work on. Of course, your Explorer, we use this, so it has 2 ends also, the thecal end and the Jacquet end. We use this to explore the tooth to check if there is carry. Okay? And then your spoon excavator to remove necrotic dentine. So it's shaped as a small spoon, and this has other sizes also. Okay, what else is here? Now, this is your Toffelmeier matrix holder we use for class 2. Lalaki. Okay. Ayan. I will first mix the cement, then last with the amalgam. Now, for calcium hydroxide, kaya naman pala nag-reset agad eh. Iba-iba ang takip. Sini tissue. Tissue ka? Okay, with the calcium hydroxide, so this is the base, this is the catalyst. All you have to do is just put a small amount on a mixing pad. Okay. Together, side by side. And the applicator is the same instrument that you will use to mix it. So they are of different color. All you have to do is mix them together until you reach a homogeneous color, one color there. So, okay, as you mix, you have to work fast because it's fast setting. And then you just directly apply it. I do it. Now make sure the cavity is dry when you fill, okay? Anyway, and then my explorer, you clean, has to be flat, okay? Make sure it's flat on the floor, and then you clean it. You remove the excess, those on the walls, you remove it. Okay, so that's how you put the calcium hydroxide. Next, now this is your GIC luting, type 1. So you use this to lute or to cement the castral. Now with this, we mix it at primary consistency. The ratio is 1:1. And you mix it on a wax paper also. With GIC type 1, all you have to do is mix them all together. I'll show my Just mix it. Now, to know if you have reached the proper consistency, diba? Primary consistency, when you gather all the cement together, you lift it up, you form a string. So that is primary consistency. Okay, this is just enough to be able to, you put it inside the crown, the jacket crown, and then put it on the prepared cavity, prepared tooth. Okay, so that is primary consistency. Okay? Sabi ko na lang. Now, type 2 is your restorative material. So you use this to fill. You also use it as a base. And you can use your type 1 as a liner also. If you don't have calcium hydroxide, you can use GIC.
GIC na po ito, Doc.
GIC type 2. Resto.
Calcium hydroxide. Your GIC.
Ano ba? Yan na rin. So, small, 1 scoop.
Sa glass na, Doc, siya imimig.
Okay. Pwede naman sa glass, pwede naman sa kaya lang. Okay, add 1. And this, you may divide. If it's the type 2, you divide it into 3. Then mix it. Now for GIC, you cannot achieve the thick and ropey consistency. It will just look like your cement. Because you also need this to flow. So it's the same. It's at primary consistency. Okay? And then to apply this, if you're going to use it as a liner or as a base, you just get your applicator and then put it in. And then you wait for it to set.
Ganun siya.
Ayun. Okay. Ha? Patay kang bata ka. Paano tayo magmamaw? Walang tubig. Kanina lang meron na. Patay ka. Paano ako magmamaw? Meron kang tubig. Wala tubig? Okay, nabasa ba? The way, this is your type 3, your IRM, intermediate restorative material. Though the most popular brand is, walang dropper. Wala naman yan. Masyado yung material. Okay? So, with that, we use the metal spatula. Okay? Ito ako mag-amalgam. Now, for amalgam, while we wait, okay? Now, this is your mortar and pestle. Wala si Poli, hindi binibili. Wala na dito. Now, when you buy your mortar and pestle, please check, ha? Make sure that the bottom of the pestle is concave. Okay? It should be concave. Because there are some pestle that has a bump in the middle. Do not get that because you have a hard time using it. Okay. So, IRM. Okay? Okay, dropper. Okay, with dropper, with dropper, ano ba yan? IRM, so we just have to scoop out.
Inis! Taste ko! Dok, parang walis ko ang lahat.
English.
English. Oh, no. Ano ba yan?
Okay. With IRM, you divide it into, let's say this for zinc phosphate. Kunyari, this is for zinc phosphate. When you divide it into 6, all you have to do is divide it into 2 first, and then this one into 3. Okay, so that's your zinc phosphate. But for IRM, you divide it into 3 lang. Okay, so first to get the big part, mix it. Now this one, you can use this consistency, you can use to cement as a luting agent for, as long as you get the peak, not like the string that you have on GIC. As long as you get the peak, then you can use this as a luting cement, temporary, okay? Then you add the next part, so you mix it. Now, IRM is fast setting, so you have to mix it fast, okay? And then the other one. Now, so we are now mixing it at secondary consistency. And then, you roll it into a rope.
Bakit ko kailangan doon?
Kasi, yun yung proper lang technique. Hindi ito ang ayaw. Mali ang nakasama.
Yung pansit.
Hindi ito. And other.
Baka matigas na.
Siguro yung supa. Ano yung pansit? Then you roll it into a rope. Okay. There. Okay. And then you get your hold on back. Okay, to put the base. Flower. Now remember, your base should compensate for the ideal ideal depth. Kaya lang, syempre, mababaw yung prep. That's why I ask you to tell the ones who will make your cavity prep deep and wide. Okay, so yan. Just continue plugging. Now, until, if it's not at the ideal depth, all you have to do is drill it out. Okay, so that's base. If we're going to use it as a temporary filling material, okay, nag-set na. You just have to fill up the cavity. Okay, and you have a temporary filling material.
Dok, yung ba yung tinatawag pasta?
Temporary filling. Pasta.
Walang ano siya. Tapos tiga-kapit. Walang adhere. Mag-adhere yung one part to another. Anong ganyan yung ano? Thank you.
Okay, so you have your temporary filling material. That's nice. So that's your temp. Okay? Now we're going to do amalgam. Now, amalgam, you put your pellet. So this is your amalgam pellet. Okay, that's your amalgam pellet and this is your mercury. Now all you have to do is okay, so you put it here and then pound it. You hold your pestle, palm and thumb brush, not like this. Kasi you won't be able to pound it. So, palm and thumb, you may hold it like this or put it on the table and pound it until it is pulverized. So, you pulverize it. Okay? So, there should be no big parts. It should be fine. Everything fine. And then, with the dispenser, you put in your mercury. Okay? 2 drops of mercury. Now, if you don't mix that, it will stay that way until tomorrow, till day after tomorrow. Okay? So, you hold it again and then you just mix it. Round and round, so until you incorporate well the powder into the alloy with the mercury. So we are doing trituration. Okay, so that we achieve amalgamation. Okay, so you stop mixing or you stop triturating when you notice that your amalgam mass is on the side. It sticks to the side of the mortar. Okay? So, from the mortar, okay, we go to the process of mulling. So, you will all be given a rubber dam. There's a list already of the materials that you're going to get from the stockroom. Okay, get an instrument. Okay? Cement spatula. Ayan, pera. get your cement spatula and just scrape it off the side. Okay, everything. Then, into the okay. And then gather it and do mulling. You can run it through your hand a few times. And then, as you can see, those are mercury oxide. So we remove that. Then from after mulling, you transfer it again onto the squeeze cloth to remove excess mercury. Now to do this, all you have to do is get your cotton plier, use not the tip, you lock it, okay, and then you ring it around to remove the excess mercury. Wala. Ayun. Okay, as you can see, mercury is coming through that's excess mercury. Okay. Now, to test the proper consistency, okay, you just try to roll it into a rope. Okay. Okay. That's one. Or you roll it into a ball. Okay. But you don't do this in front of the patient. Okay. When you press it, it should get your print. Yeah. Gumulo. Okay. It should get your print. Okay. Ay, naturo ko. Or another way is to drop it. Oops, when you drop it, if it flattens on one side, then that's the proper consistency. But you don't do that. Rolling it into a rope is enough. Okay? So from here, to get your carrier, you choose. So I have my plastic wrap is not that wide. So you just press it against the amalgam mat. So you get amalgam into the space there, and then you push this down with pressure and you release amalgam in the cavity. Now get your plugger and then you plug it. Try to do it as if you're sweeping. Okay? You continue to do it until you fill up the cavity. So you continue condensing until you fill up. Until the entire cavity is filled. It's okay to overfill because you're going to carve it anyway. Basta yung cavity. Hindi ko natuyo. Ang galing ko. Basta. Sorry. Welcome. Okay, so you fill it up to the margin. And then you wait a few seconds or a few minutes before you carve. You start carving when you hear a squeaking sound. Now with your egg and ball, you just have to adapt it to the size. Okay, to smoothen it a bit. And then we wait until we hear a squeaking sound before you carve. Okay. Let me use your acorn. So this will just follow through. It will give you the for you to carve. Yun, there's a squeaking sound already. Can you hear? Okay.
Yung pala yung parang kulay na.
Silver. Okay, so you carve.
Okay. Ganda yung ano. Ilalagay ko lang din yung dalawa.
Now, when you know how, you should know how to angulate your instrument so that at the same time as you carve, you already carving the digits.
Sorry, I see.
So it should not be flat. You must have the anatomy. You will have enough time to carve it.
Ano nga ito? Ano to?
Okay? Restoration should look like.
Para mag